Beowulf and the Sea Hag. As the night shadows fell over Heorot, Hrothgar's queen escorted Beowulf and all the Geatish heroes to their beds, leaving the great mead hall in the care of the thanes of Denmark. They cleared away the benches, spread the floor with beds and bolsters, and, as they had so often done before, made a dormitory of the great hall. Out of the habit, these warriors kept their weapons near at hand, always ready for war, their shields and hand swords at their sides, and on the benches nearby their mail coats, their mighty helmets and spears. But not one of them expected any attack that night. Safe in their hall, or so they thought, they fell asleep at once and slept soundly. It was a sleep they would pay for dearly and soon. For Grendel had a mother, a murderous hag, as hideous as a monster as her fiend of a son. Now she was bereaved, mother out for revenge, maddened by her loss, and she would be a savage in her grief, with vengeance brimming in her soul. She came to Heorot in the dead of the night, all the Danish lords fast asleep inside, each lost in his dreams. How quickly were these dreams turned into a sudden nightmare. She may not have had the monster strength of her son, but she was thirsting for blood, and as she came in among them, and powerful in her fury, the thanes quickly roused themselves from their slumbers, and sprang at once to arms to fight her off. But they were not quick enough. She tore down Grendel's arm, that hideous trophy, but so precious to her. She snatched up the sleeping Asher, Hrothgar's most favorite lord, and then, seeing so many swords raised against her, made her escape. She had to be satisfied with this one kill. It was revenge enough for her. Away over the high moor she went in the darkness, clutching in her fierce embrace the bleeding Asher, and found her way back to her distant fen to gorge herself on his flesh. How sweet was the taste of his vengeance to this horrible hag. Meanwhile, all Heorot was in an uproar. Swiftly summoned to the hall, Hrothgar heard the dreaded news that Asher was dead and gone, his beloved friend murdered. He called at once for Beowulf. Who else would he turn to? Asher could not be saved, not now. Not even Beowulf, that victory-blessed Geat, could do that. But if anyone could destroy this demon mother, it was him. The wise old king, distraught with sadness, opened his word hoard and spoke his heart to the Geatish prince. Asher was my hearth companion, my best and oldest friend. Side by side we stood in many a bloody battle, striking for our lives, for each other. And now he's dead, no more than a meal feast for Grendel's bloodlusting mother. Last night for us you killed her son, tore the life out of him, and now she has had her grim revenge. I do not know, and I cannot tell where she has gone to, but country people have often told stories of two such ogres haunting the high moors and mists. One of them, it was said, was more woman in shape than man. A twisted monster woman, they said, a giant creature, demonic and unnatural. The other they called Grendel, that fiend from hell you so bravely destroyed. We thought at first that these were mere imaginings, stories told by simple people with simple minds. How wrong we were, and how bitterly we have paid for it. They never spoke of a father to this monster, though all of them said he must have been the very devil himself. But time and again they saw a mother looming out on the moor mists. None of them had ever dared venture to this hidden place where the monster and his mother lived, for it is known to be a place of wolves, of wild moors, dark fells, and perilous paths. Somewhere there, they said, a torrent of water plunges into the deep earth to make an underground channel that passes through vaulting caverns. Here these ogres had their loathsome lair. It is no distance from here, but no man of sense has ever ventured near the place. Even a wounded stag, hard pressed by baying hounds, hot on his scent, would rather face the hounds' tearing teeth than plunge into that bottomless stream. Sometimes I have heard that these waters stir themselves into such a rage that they swirl up into the clouds, and the whole earth weeps in terror. I have no one else to turn to. If you dare, as you dared before, then find this hideous sea hag, seek her out in her unlovely lair, and destroy her. I shall reward you as I did before, with golden treasures from my hoard. My generosity will be even greater this time, I assure you.